Welcome to my channel. Please like and support so that it helps me to continue and succeed. Like and subscribe to my channel if you like my video. Italy has some of the most exciting ancient cities in the world. If you want to go beyond the usual tourist routes and see them in a whole new light, take a look at some of our tours. Not only is Italy's beautiful countryside, so are many cities. Not only are they stunning, but the cities of Italy are also incredibly beautiful, filled with art, history, ancient ruins, and more. Although it was hard for us to keep it to just 10, here are 10 of the most beautiful, and interesting, cities in Italy. Nota bene. For this post, we only considered cities with populations of 75,000 or more. Trust us, visiting any one of them will be a life-changing experience. Verona is not only the place where William Shakespeare set Romeo and Juliet, it's also a beautiful city offering so much to do and see. From ancient Roman ruins, including an incredibly well-preserved piazza, to a medieval castle, from stunning squares to historic churches, Verona is brimming with sightseeing opportunities. Oh yeah! It's one of the most beautiful cities in Italy. And every bit as romantic as you'd expect. What makes Venice one of the most beautiful cities in the world? Let's count the roads. There's the unique and beautiful architecture of Venice and its beautiful churches. And of course the show-stopping St. Mark's Square. But what makes Venice really beautiful is the fact that it is built entirely on canals, so there is no traffic or bus exhaust. And along many of the canals all you can hear is the lapping of the water. To make the most of Venice's quiet side, consider going in the fall or even in the winter, when a beautiful mist hangs over the entire city. To know more, Rome is the largest city in Italy, and with its countless archaeological sites, art museums, churches and ruins, it just might be the most amazing. Despite Rome's relatively small, and beautiful, historic center, you could easily spend a month exploring the city and not see everything. And yes, there are a lot of places to see in Italy. Naples often gets a bad rap, and yes, the city is a bit grittier and more chaotic than other Italian cities. But there is a reason why people call her Bella Napoli. There is something about the decay of Neapolitan's elegant palaces and medieval castles that is bittersweet and beautiful. There is so much to do and see here. From enjoying the city's world-famous food to exploring its exotic underground to seeing some of Italy's most important art and antiquities in Naples' fine museums. We also come to Florence. It is necessary that you visit Florence once, and you will see why it inspired so many artists and writers. With its graceful buildings, cobblestone streets, and galleries like the Duomo and Palazzo Vecchio, Florence is a feast for the eyes. And that's only if you're roaming outside. Within those buildings, more beauty awaits. From Michelangelo's David at the Accademia to masterpieces by Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, Titian, Caravaggio, and more at the Uffizi. And we must not forget Lecce, and in particular the Lecce Cathedral is a must-see. Piazza del Duomo is one of the most beautiful squares in Italy. A Baroque masterpiece that makes the space look like a beautiful monastery. Lecce is one of the largest cities in the Apulia region. It's also one of the most beautiful. With its ornate Baroque architecture, Lecce couldn't look more different than Florence, Venice or Bologna. Exploring the city leads to one interesting site after another, such as a 16th-century castle, one of the most important churches in Italy, and an ancient Roman amphitheatre, to name a few. Now we look to San Michele in Foro. It is one of the many beautiful buildings in Luca, a short train ride outside of Florence. Beautiful Luca is home to around 85,000 residents and offers cobbled streets, elegant palaces, elaborate churches, and a ring of Renaissance fortification walls turned into cycling and walking paths. For music buffs, it also happens to be the birthplace of composer Giacomo Puccini. There is more to the beauty of Pisa than just a leaning tower. If you want to get your hands on what has to be the most iconic photo in Italy, Pisa is your place. But there is so much more to Pisa than that. Yes, the Leaning Tower is stunning, even more so in person than in pictures. But the medieval city also boasts an 11th-century cathedral filled with exquisite art, elaborate baptistries, and beautiful palaces. As for Perugia, it is one of the most beautiful cities in Umbria, the largest city in Umbria, and capital of the region. Perugia's history dates back to the time of the Umbrians and the Etruscans. You can still visit the Etruscan tomb chamber, well, and arch. History buffs won't want to miss the National Museum of Archaeology of Umbria, which houses a large number of amazing artifacts. There are also masterpieces in the National Gallery of Umbria, important churches, beautiful buildings, elegant squares, and much more. As one of our 6 favorite sites in Umbria, we recommend everyone to visit it at least once. This was some information about the top 10 cities you can visit in Italy. I leave you to enjoy the video. I wish you a good watch. I hope you share your views on this video. Was the information useful and sufficient? Knowing any information about it, I apologize for the prolongation. Goodbye.